Hello friends. For the last 1 week or so, we had been talking about the blind children, how we can possibly be of any value or extend our helping hand for them, and how we can make them see the world once again, the beauty of nature. Now, one of the things that we discussed was regarding corneal transplant. There is no doubt that all of us agree to the fact that even though all our body organs are very important, the heart is important, lungs is important, the ears are important, but then eyes do have a special position or special importance in our existence. That's basically because eyes give us the vision, give us the eyesight to see the colors of this universe. So somebody who has not seen the color, he only realizes or feels the pain of what is missing in his life. So that's of course perhaps the best gift that we can give to anybody. So if that be so, what is stopping us? What is stopping you from donating your eyes? Because by this time we know that corneal blindness is one type of blindness which can be cured by corneal transplant or the conventional eye donation, what we talk about. So what is really stopping us? What is stopping lots of people in pledging their eyes? Now, first of all, a lot of people do have the idea that pledging your eyes or donating your eyes means while you are alive, the eyes are taken out. It's not, of course, because you pledge your eyes to be donated only after you are no more here, right? That's point number one. Now, besides that, there are a lot of myths that people have, especially people in India, in rural population, of course, even in urban population also, a lot of places, people do have certain misconceptions or a lot of reservations about what eye donation is. The first thing is, quite a number of people, even in the educated class also, they feel that when the eye is donated after a person dies, the corpse, the body of the dead person, gets disfigured because it creates a hole in where our eyes used to be. Now that's ridiculous. That's basically because only the cornea is taken out. Now cornea is basically the transparent cover in front of our eyeball which protects our eyes from dirt, from germ, from ultraviolet rays, right? And the best part is cornea don't have any blood vessels in that. So that's why the question of matching of the blood group doesn't arise. Anybody's eye cornea can be transplanted to anybody else. So that's the first myth or misconception, that the person's face is never disfigured by transplantation of the cornea. Now the second misconception, which also is pretty prevalent, is there's a lot of people who think it is inauspicious, who believe that if you donate your eyes, in your next birth, you are going to be born blind. Now, of course, educated people don't believe in that. Those who believe in science, they don't believe that. But still, in India, in a country like India, where a lot of population live in the uneducated sector or less educated sectors or sections of the society, they do believe that if I donate my eyes, in my next birth, I'm going to be born blind, which is simply a myth and nothing more, right? The third is a lot of people believe that old people, the aged people, cannot donate their eyes, which again is wrong. Irrespective of your age, the legal age of eye donation is anybody more than 1 year can donate his eyes. So up to whatever age you are. And the fourth myth is, if I have glaucoma, if I have cataract, if I wear spectacles, if I have eye surgery, I cannot donate my eyes, which is again a wrong misconception, because the cornea does not get damaged even when there is an eye surgery. So glaucoma or blood pressure or heart disease or kidney disease or even high diabetes, nothing affects your cornea. The cornea is as healthy as it is always. So cornea is always transplanted at any age. Anybody who is willing to donate or pledge his eyes after his being no more can donate his eyes, right? Now the other one, which is basically, is we cannot actually, a lot of people have got this idea that Indian donors don't have good quality of eyes, they call it conventionally. It's not cornea, they call it eyes. Now that percentage of people believing that may not be high, but then there are people who believe in that. Cornea quality does not have anything to do with your religion, with your caste, with your region, with your color of the eyes, with your section of economic background, geographic background, nothing. A human eye is a human eye, and that can be equally made useful in another person's eyes. Now there are certain, other than these myths also, there are certain facts which we are mostly not aware of. The first thing is, it's again a myth, of course, that a lot of people feel that it's a tedious process. It takes a pretty long time to donate the blood and to donate eyes and to take out the cornea. It's barely a process of 15 to 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. Simply the cornea is taken out painlessly. Of course, the dead body doesn't feel any pain, but even for the survivors, for the family members, close family members also, they might feel that my close relative, even after his death, he is feeling a pain. It's absolutely nothing. It's a simple process of 15 to 20 minutes. So that's the time which is taken for corneal transplant or cornea to be taken out. Now the other thing is, corneal transplant or cornea eye donation is never ever refused. That's basically because even if for some reason, for some disease or something, the cornea is not found to be suitable for transplant to another person's eyes, it is always used for medical purposes or for research purposes. And we all know that one person's eyes are used for two persons' vision. So one single act of charity can be actually used for two people or two children seeing the beautiful world. But there is of course a time constraint, because after a person dies, the cornea has to be taken out within 6 to 8 hours from the point of time of his passing away. So that's the duration within which the transplant has to be done. So it's a message and it's an appeal for all of you who are watching this video. Please do not have these myths. These are nothing but misconceptions. This is an act of charity, and this can only bring us blessings. It cannot bring us curse like being born blind in our next birth. It's an act of charity which God has sent us to this world for, to make other people who don't have the privilege of seeing the beauty of this world to have at least partial vision, so that they can enjoy life the way you and I are enjoying now. So please have these misconceptions removed right at this moment. And even the family members also, like even if a person has not pledged his eyes before passing away, even after his death, his family members have got the authority, or they can give their consent, or voluntarily they can give the body for eye donation. So there is absolutely no restriction, no legal complication for that. So it's a good act of charity, and let us devote our heart and soul to give life, to give vision to at least one person, or in that case actually two persons, that we can possibly help. And in the process, even after our death, we can live through their eyes, through our own eyes, as they look to the universe. I pledge to you.